Hi everyone, William Weyser is back, and welcome to the fourth and final part in my 1 month exactly from my birthday message video. A few minutes ago, when I was talking about present givings, and me finding out that the present giving for Parpinghorn and Flag are the same, here's a little story. Last year, Rick found a video that was uploaded a long time ago called A Present for the Story People, and he had no idea what that episode was. Little did he know that it's actually the present giving for Sticky Wrapper, which is also the same present giving from the very first Booba episode, Skipping Rope. And it's one of those episodes that we have never seen yet still. And when I found out that Sticky Wrapper had that present giving, and because of that one being one of the 3 episodes that have the quick Booba action warm-up dance, along with Pearly Shells and Shining Armor, I thought it was unfair that Shining Armor is the only episode with that warm-up dance that doesn't have our favorite Booba yell. Just a bummer. In the same way that in one of my message videos, I'm sure that I said this last year, but when I was talking about the UK Booba Cracker DVD, especially when, even though it's still my favorite episode in it, Piggy Bank, made an error by saying that Grandmama is in it along with Mr. Man and Auntie, but in actuality, Grandpapa is in it along with Mr. Man and Auntie, and I said that I didn't think that DVD likes Grandmama, which is just unfair. And it makes me wish that Collecting Mail was in that DVD. And I personally think it's better than any of the episodes on the UK Booba Cracker DVD. Piggy Bank by a little bit, Cracker by a long shot, and Bells by an even longer shot. And if Collecting Mail was in that DVD, it would have made it even better, but instead, I'm talking about that on William Weyser's Childhood Fears when I do the top 13 Not My Cup of Tea DVDs, and I end up putting Collecting Mail in my Made Up Booba Bubbles DVD, along with Bubbles and The Door. So, now back to the list. Number 9. The looks of all the 7 main cast members. You already know the looks of me because I'm the only one among the 7 that's on screen. My hair is kind of black, as you can see here. My eyes are more hazel. Rick told me that his hair is kind of blackish brown, but by seeing him on screen whenever he appears on live streams or Google Meets or one of Donnie Bajer's VHS openings. Recently, I saw Donnie uploading the Blue's Clues All Kinds of Science VHS opening, and I heard Rick say that after the Rugrats in Paris trailer, the next trailer in that VHS, which would also be the last one, is my scariest 8 seconds ever. And I am getting that for my birthday this year, because I want to pay tribute to my late grandma. But I'm happy with it. Sophie's hair, I think, is brown, and her eyes are blue or something. For Isaiah and CQ, because those two are African American. Easily, like, I think every single African American or Indian that has hair, every single one of them has black hair. And the same thing applies for Asians, whether they're Chinese or Japanese or Taiwanese or Korean or from Thailand or other countries. Mitch has brown hair, as does Kelly. So I think those are the looks that they have. And I know that when I did the reveal of the looks of the 7 main cast members, I'm pretty sure that Sophie has the longest hair out of everybody. And I don't think mine is the shortest. But I can look at the hairs of the 5 guys and see which one among the 5 of us have the shortest hair. But it's all going to depend on look. And the number 10 thing is Ricky Burns interested in sports and video games. This was the exact same characteristic or insight that I gave Mitchell Hodak's character Clayton Grant, but I also added on his part that he is the smartest student in his class, and he helped his team win a basketball tournament or a basketball championship in high school that he went to. But I'm also adding another thing, that he's interested in, like, movies and TV shows of whatever Clayton knows that much detail about. Since Rick Rampezanetti also likes watching sports and video games, and speaking of sports, in 2 weeks, the 2021 Summer Olympics in Tokyo will air on NBC, and I'm interested in watching the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics, and I saw a little bit of an ESPN tennis game won by someone named Novak Djokovic. Because he's from a different country, it's hard to pronounce his name. He says his character, Ricky Burns, is interested in sports and video games, making this an added characteristic about him, similar to him being a big Booba fan, although I'm the biggest, and not only that, as I said in part 1 and part 2, sort of, he wants to work as a psychiatrist or a therapist, and will do something around the psychiatry field during that scene, because, like a lot of doctors who work in hospitals, psychiatrists are very important, and I have an uncle named Joel Holliner who is a professional doctor, and I think he's a psychiatrist too. And if it's not that, it's some other medical field that Uncle Joel works on. So, knowing that Ricky Burns is into sports and video games, it's gonna be time for him to slam dunk his characteristics and insights into the hoop and help him score some points. And I need to do the same thing for more of my characters' insights and everybody else's. So, thank you very much for watching my 1 month exactly from my birthday video. And yes, today's exactly 1 month from my birthday, and I'm still thinking about the two videos that I want to get. One of them involves science and geography, and the other one is about using your five senses. Am I going to have fun watching them on my birthday? Certainly, yes. And we'll see what happens then. And I don't know if I'm going to do any more message videos before then. And if I am, I'm probably going to have to be told about this sooner. But it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, and since I don't have Heroes Camp next week should be a perfectly easy week from Monday through Thursday. I had plans set up for the weekend, but in terms of videos, but since Sammy has been coming to visit my parents and I a lot of times, my parents want to do it differently and have us go to him and Kiana and spend the weekend with them. And we're going to be going on a fancy bus to Austin. And we'll be back on Sunday, which is the day before I start my last week of Heroes Camp for this year. And then I'll be finished with Heroes Camp when it's done, and then I'll be spending plenty of time focusing on videos. And I wanted to thank you for that little heads up that I just gave, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.